Hello grade 9s, this is Mr. Miller and welcome to lesson 4.1 on enlargements and reductions. So first we're going to use a scale factor of 2 to enlarge the letter E below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off here and just take a look at how long this, or how wide this is. It's 3 units long. Since there's a scale factor of 2, that means that here we need to make it 6 units long. Let me just make sure I've counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line segment from here to there, 6 units long, to match the bottom of the E, but this time it's enlarged. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take each other dimension and just double it and make sure that I've got this to the right size. So you can see that the height here is 1 unit, which means that I need to go up 2 units here. And next, I need to go in this way to the left 2 units. So double that, it's going to be 4. And in the original one, we're going up 1 unit. So here I'm going to go up 2. And in the original one, we go right 1. So for my enlargement, I'm going to go right 2. And in my original drawing, next I go up 1. And so in the enlargement, I'm going to go up 2. And in the original, I then go left 1. So double that, I'm going to go left 2. And from here, in the original, we go up 1. And so in the enlargement, I'm going to be going up 2. And next, since this goes right 2, I'm going to double that and go right 4. And from there, go up 1 in the original, so it's going to be up 2 in the enlargement. And in the original, we go left 3, so I'm going to be going left 6. And notice that here the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. And here this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units tall. And that's pretty much it. You can do some shading in if you like. And for me, I think I'm going to go like this. Just do some shading. And shade the whole thing in. All the way up to the top here. It's not quite perfect, but it's not bad. Okay. Fill in those few little gaps that I missed. There we go. So that's an enlargement by a scale factor of 2. Next, we want to do a reduction of this flag using a scale factor of 0.25. So what we need to do here is again take a look at how how long this is from one end to the other. The width of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 squares. And so if we do 9 times 0.25, this is going to give us 2.25 for our reduced width. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to do a rectangle and then just make sure that I have it to the correct size. Okay, so here is a rectangle, and now let's just make sure this is the right size. So first of all, the width is supposed to be 2.25, in other words 2 1/4. And so secondly, the height of this thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we take 6 and we multiply by 0.25, that gives us 1.5 for the height. So I need to adjust that, and there we go. Okay, now this is divided into 3 parts. So probably also want to draw some lines here, and I'm just doing this approximately the best that I can, and there we go. I'll just straighten out this line a little bit. Okay, and now again you can do shading in these 3 areas. We've got white on top, we've got a fairly solid color in the middle, and then on the bottom it's more sort of grayish. So I'm going to switch my color to sort of a lighter gray here and shade in the bottom. Of course, the actual Russian flag, I think, is white and red and blue. I'll have to Google that one later. Okay, so there we go. We have these are just rough calculations that I needed to do in order to get those sizes correct. You can see this is our reduction of the original. Now the next question, it says for the second image, so I'm assuming that we're calling this the first and this the second, the one on the right. Is the scale factor equal to 1, greater than 1, or less than 1, and explain how you know. So here, since I would say that this is, if the first one, if this is our original, then the second I would call this an enlargement. And so, you know, what we saw is that with enlargements you have a scale factor which is bigger than 1. With a reduction you have a scale factor that is less than 1, and if it was an exact copy of the original, then the scale factor would be equal to 1. So in this case the scale factor is going to have to be greater than 1, because it is an enlargement. Okay, so that's that one. And the last example we're going to look at here is number 4. We want to explain how you can determine if figure B is an accurate enlargement of figure A. So I'd like to take a look at 2 things. I'd like to take a look at the ratio of the length of figure B compared to the length of figure A. And then the second thing that I'd like to do is I'd like to take a look at the width of figure B, or the height, whatever you want to call it, the width of figure B and compare that with the width of figure A. And the reason that I want to do that is because we should get the same scale factor in both cases. If we don't, then there's been some distortion. Okay? So I'm going to need a ruler, and so I'm going to use this other piece of software to bring in a ruler, actually a couple of rulers. And so first of all, we're looking at the length of figure B. So I'm going to take this ruler here, just move it into place, and so just get this into position. Okay, so we have here a length of 4.5 units. So I don't know if these are centimeters or what. I guess it depends on how big a screen you're looking at here. But let's say this is 4.5 units, and let's just compare that with the length of figure A, which is about 1.6. Okay, so that's going to give us a scale factor, and I'm going to need to use my calculator for this. So let's do 4.5 divided by 1.6 and see what we get. We get the scale factor of 2.8125. Okay, good. Now let's see if we get the same scale factor when we compare. So I'm just going to move this out of the way and bring in the vertical one because I'd like to take a look at exactly how wide is this one, and I'm going to measure here the width of this arrow. So this is, it's somewhere in between 2.4 and 2.5. So why don't we say 2.45? So this is 2.45 units in width for that arrow. And if I take a look at the width of the other arrow, when I line this up, it looks like it's pretty darn close to 1. That gives us a scale factor of 2.45. And so this definitely is a problem. This is not an accurate enlargement of figure A because you don't have the scale factor being maintained as the same scale factor. So what I can do here is I can say that just want to get a cursor in a little bit of a different place here. So since the scale factor of the enlargement of the length does not match the scale factor of the enlargement of the width, I would say that this is not an accurate enlargement of figure A. And by this I mean figure B. Okay, so that's it. You've got an assignment on page 135 to 137, numbers 1 to 8 and 12, and thank you for watching this video.